Wasn't that woman a big woman?
She was pretty young, but he was a lot bigger. He was a big man.
Wasn't one of them a doctor?
His sister was. It was the Dr. Caldwell that I had gone to. She delivered Jim, and she was supposed to have...
Who delivered Jim?
Pardon me?
Who delivered Jim? Who delivered Jim?
This Dr. Munn.
Woman?
She was a woman. She must have been 6'2" or 3", very tall woman.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, she was a large woman. I don't know whatever became her. The Munns were all of them big people, tall people. He was manager there at St. Paul's for a good many years.
All right, now you were saying that you remembered vividly Pearl Harbor. Tell me about that.
It was on a Sunday before Jim was born, and I remember Mrs. Munn came over. We didn't have a radio, but they did, and told us about it. It was very disturbing to me because, of course, Dad was the stage. They were taking men all around before that, even. So I was afraid he would be gone, and there I was with 2 boys, another one coming.
Was he ever tempted to enlist?
No, having been raised in the Quaker Church, they didn't do that unless they were drafted. They didn't enlist. And if they were drafted, most of them put in for non-combatant, became trained in medical aspect of the Army life.
Was he ever in danger of being drafted?
No, because shortly after that, we got started in the farming, and besides, they weren't taking men with small children if they could help it. He was on 4F or something like that. They didn't take many people like that. But the farming and having small children, they didn't take them unless they had to.
Where was Dad working at that time?
Well, we farmed that farm for the man was ill with cancer, and Pop farmed his ground. Then it wasn't long, and where you were born, long as Charles had left that farm, and Pop farmed it for Miss Beatty.
How did he happen to move up to the Beatty place?
Oh, we lived in that community, and we're just desperately trying to. He always wanted a farm. That was the best place in the world to work. He thought, no, you were your own boss, and he didn't know anything else. Didn't have any other training. So we just tried to get into the farming aspect of life, out of the workday.
Who was this Miss Beatty?
She was an old maid school teacher. She taught school many years and had retired, and I suppose she bought that place. I don't know how long she had owned it, but she'd had renters to move in. There was 2 little houses. She lived in the back one, and whoever was farming her land moved in the front house, where we landed. That's where you and the girls were born, in that house.
She apparently, so I've been told, liked Dad.
Yes, she did, and she was a very caring person. she loved people. She was good.
She didn't have any heirs?
No. As far as I know, all her people were gone. She'd never married. And I don't know where she did all her school teaching.
What was Granger Longstraw's connection with Miss Beatty?
Well, they had lived there and run her place for her for a number of years. And she treated them like family. Well, he decided he wanted to do something else. His father and mother had passed away. So he had gotten a job working for the government, unemployment agency or something, and wanted out of farming. He wasn't a farmer. He didn't like it. So we had been renting a place from Mrs. Longstraw's parents just south of the village and knew of this situation.